Hello, my Zesty Lemons. It is I, Lee, and thank you so much for stopping by Zesty Tarot. Today is my very first time doing a pick a card reading. The topic is going to be, what do you need to know right now? The crystals that I have chose is a sunstone for pile 1, a moonstone for pile 2, and fluorite for pile 3. I would like for you to take a moment, meditate, take a few deep breaths, whatever you need to do to center yourself. If you need to pause the video, that's okay as well. I'm going to go ahead and get started with pile 1 with the sunstone. Hello, everyone that chose pile 1 with the sunstone. All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into your reading to see what the universe wants you to know at this time. If you hear any bumping, it's my ornery little puppy. Well, he's not little anymore, but... All right, so sweet universe, thank you for this opportunity to read for pile 1. Everyone, as a matter of fact. So... what messages do you have for pile 1? I pray that this message will touch every person watching. I pray that it will resonate in more than one way, and that you will find the answers that you seek. What messages does pile 1 need to know? All right, let's stop right there. Feel it real strong right here. Very tingly. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to set this aside. This is all reverse, sorry. Alright. Or maybe it was that way. Okay, never mind. We're going to put it right back. Sorry. All right. Let me get this together here. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil card in reverse. All right. So since this is my first pick a card reading, I'm not going to take as long, but then I say that and then I end up taking forever. So basically all of the cards are in reverse. So when I see the 6 of Swords in reverse, I feel as though some of you are in flight, or is it fight or flight? Is that how you say it? And you are wanting to escape. You are wanting to move on. However, you feel as though you are trapped. Okay? With the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, I feel as though you believe that your circumstances are limiting you. So perhaps you are in a town where it is very hard to find a job. Maybe they are university biased, and I know that I know that all too well, unfortunately. Or maybe you're going through some physical situations, and maybe your Social Security benefits are depleting, or maybe you're still waiting for them. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and I feel like something is taking its precious time. Like, it's on the way, but I feel like there's something that is holding this situation back. So let's see what's going on here, because with the Devil card in reverse, the chains are going to be broken. I will tell you that. Because in the upright, you know, it's something that is, Jimin, I'm going to need you to stop, dude, okay? Go over there. Thank you. When you are dealing with the Devil card, it is usually talking about overspending, like warning of these things, like overindulgence in something. And so for some of you, this very well may be that break that you're looking for. Just a second, he's getting a little rowdy. Sorry about that. I didn't want him to push my... These apartments are raggedy. I hate this apartment so much, but you gotta be grateful for what you got, right? But anyways, the closet doors, one of them is jammed up pretty bad, and he keeps pushing up against it, and I'm afraid that it's gonna fall on him, so I'm like, you know what, you're doing too much. Anyways, going back to the reading. So I feel that you're wondering if you're going to be able to get out of this situation, and I'm going to say yes, because of the fact that we have the Devil card in reverse. All right, so let's go ahead and do some clarification here. All right, sweet universe. Why are these cards here? If push comes to shove, I might have to relocate to the living room just in case he tries to get rowdy again. Why are these cards here, sweet universe? Jimin, stop. All right. So for some of you, I believe that you're going to make a choice that you are going to no longer allow yourself to be in this situation. So for some of you, if you're wanting to know, hey, will I ever relocate? This is the divine yes. Absolutely, you will. Okay. I also see with the Lovers, you might receive help from individuals. Let's see, 1 second, I knew he was going to do this. Let me relocate, I'll be right back. Sorry everyone, I had to relocate because he was going to get into his pouting phase and he was going to start barking uncontrollably, so I had to put on some meditation videos for him so that he can just wind down a little bit and I can focus on you. So, as I was saying, you have the Lover's card here. And like I said, I believe that this is answering your question of whether or not you're going to get out of this circumstance. This is definitely yes. For some of you, I believe that you are making a huge choice, a big choice. I'm not even going to say who I reminded myself of when I did that, but whatever. Excuse me. But you're going to take a risk and you're going to decide, I'm going to get out of this situation. I'm going to relocate. Now, we have the Chariot. And so with the Chariot card, with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, I believe that this is saying to you that if you really want to get out of the situation, you have what it takes. All it takes is movement. Okay? And I also feel that this is I always call this the free will card. Sorry for the glare. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. If you believe staying in your current circumstances is your safe bet, then stay where you are. But if you are willing to put forth that willpower, then go as far as you believe you can go. Okay? But what I see with this is, you know, you will be able to turn your situation around if you really want to. I also see that there is some self-limiting beliefs here. And so some of us are afraid of success as much as you want it. And, you know, I used to wonder, how is it possible to be scared of success? Well, if you don't know what success is, what does it mean to be successful? Have you actually taken the time to think about what that means for you? And, you know, and if you think about it, we are very successful, but we don't give credit where it's due a lot of the times because we are focused on the societal viewpoints of what success is. Success doesn't necessarily mean an overabundance of financial gain. The fact that you woke up this morning successfully, you see what I'm saying? So I think that is something to ponder on. But for some of you, I also see, now here's a warning here for some of you. Some of you know that it is not your best bet to get a car. Because it's going to take a lot of your finances. And you're going to have to, for some of you, I think that you're wanting to get a loan, or you want someone to co-sign for you in order to get this car. I wouldn't do it. I would wait. I would definitely wait, because if things fall through, you don't want to have to put that on somebody else, and vice versa. If someone is wanting you to co-sign for them, you do not want to be left with that burden. So I wouldn't even touch that. Okay. So let's take a look at the the Knight of excuse me, I'm burpy. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the 8 of Pentacles. So for some of us, and I think this is calling me out too. Sorry, I am on this uncomfortable ass couch. When my puppy was a lot smaller, he would go under the couch and he would chew at the legs and unfortunately damaged them. So I had to take the legs off of the couch and it is tearing my back up. Anyways, let's focus. I see reasons as to why you're not getting cash flow for some of you. In order for you to receive this cash flow, you have to dedicate your time on your skills. Okay? It's time for you to stop playing. You know what you are capable of, and it's time for you to set those skills in motion and get down to the nit-grit. Because your money maker, your abundance is at a standstill right now. So for some of you, I feel like you're also waiting. Perhaps you were waiting for an agency like I had mentioned before, like with SSI or some type of insurance claim of some sort. You're waiting on that so that you will be able to receive your abundance. So I want to tell you that they are working on it. Just be patient. Okay? Now if you need to call and see what's going on, you can do so. No one's stopping you from doing that, but just know that they're working on it. Okay? But for others, I believe that this is saying you really need to dedicate your time to your crafts so that you will be able to move forward. All right. And so, well, how do I want to do this? Okay, I'm gonna go right here. The Queen of Wands with the Devil. Okay, so in reverse that is, I feel like when you have this opportunity, once you get your hustle on, when you make that decision, when you take that risk, you will become the Queen of Wands. It doesn't matter what your gender is. But I believe that she is the embodiment of manifestations celebrated. You're going to be very content. And you will have your drive and your zest for life to think, excuse me. So there's a lot of you that are sitting here deep down inside, you know that you're not happy where you are. You're looking at your town, you're looking at how ran down it is, your current living condition, you hate where you are, you hate how lazy the maintenance crew is, or if it's not the maintenance, then it's the company overall. They just don't care about the residents if you are in an apartment, or you feel like you've made a bad choice on purchasing your house because the property value is trash, and so you're like, you know what, I gotta get away from here. Keep on holding on. Okay, so what other messages do you want pile 1 candles for others? Let me move this right here. I know it's a little dark in here, but I like it that way. Alright, sweet universe, what else does pile 1 need to know? between these two. Definitely right there, I think. Oh, I can't tell. Okay, yeah, definitely right here. All right. So the Five of Cups came up. So, okay. So for some of you, you no longer find satisfaction in your current situation, which is obvious. Maybe you feel let down. You have some regrets. There's definitely some sadness here. But don't cry over past circumstances. You've heard this several times. I'm sure you've watched several readings, so you already know what the message represents here with these two cups, right? I also feel that while I'm also going to say this, because I'm focusing on this cloak, I kind of feel like this is you closing yourself off from the universe or any potential opportunities because you're focused so much on your failures. But please do not give up. Do not close yourself off, okay? Don't hinder yourself. Yeah, that's what I see. There are opportunities coming for you. It's right around the corner. And sometimes the universe will allow you to go through, well, I'm going to say not some of the time, I'm going to say most of the time, almost always, the universe will allow you to do the necessary work. It's important for you to go through the motions to feel what you're currently feeling. But just don't stay there because, you know, you're going to have opportunities to try again. And, you know, and I saw something on Facebook where it said that sometimes, you know, when, you know, it's okay to start over. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's because you didn't learn anything. It's because you were more experienced this time around. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right, so we have the Page of Wands here. Not Wands, I'm sorry. The Page of Pentacles here. So this drive, this willpower, this is promising manifestations. Perhaps you are going to come up with an idea, you know, or a plan, a financial plan of some sort, or maybe somebody's going to come to you with an offer. Perhaps you're going to receive money from someone, you know, that is definitely going to give you that head start that you need to set your plans in motion. And that's good to see. So it's promising, okay? So we have the 8, we have 2 8s here. So we have the 8 of Pentacles and then we have the 8 of Wands here. So this is saying when you take the time to focus on your talents and also set those intentions and dedicate your time and energy towards these intentions, exactly, excuse me, staggering here. The universe is going to start sending those manifestations, okay? Things are going to happen at a rapid pace. This could pertain to really anything. I feel like this is going to, I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm getting like results. You're going to receive results. I feel like they're right around the corner, so you're going to hear about something sooner than you think. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card. And I feel like what this is saying is, I understand that you want to just lash out at the world. You feel as though people don't understand, or may, and they may, excuse me, they very well may not. They may not even care. But now's not the time to allow your animalistic nature to get the best of you. Situations happen, but the true test is how you go about it. Okay? Don't block your blessings because you act irrational. I understand. Trust me. Okay? I see this card too. And that is the Six of Wands. So you're definitely going to get some type of acknowledgement and the respect that you deserve. I believe that when everything is said and done and you are where you want to be, your circumstances is going to help another. It's definitely going to, your naysayers that don't believe that you're capable of doing anything because they don't want you to be capable, when they see that you are able to bounce back through all that struggle, they're going to come to you and be like, oh, I knew you was going to be okay. See, I told you all you had it. And it's like, bye. You know, just, you know, you don't even have to say that. Just be like, okay, bye. And then we have the Three of Wands here. So this is you patiently waiting for your manifestations to come. And I'm going to leave it right here because we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I don't see this as the universe saying, well, you're not getting anything because you are being punished. No, it's not time yet. This is all about divine timing here, okay? So I said all of this in your reading from what I'm gathering up here. The universe hears you. Yes, you're exhausted. Allow the universe to do what it can while you do what you can. Partnership is important right now because I believe that you are also being tested. You cannot expect for the universe to do everything for you, and I'm not saying this in a condescending tone. I'm saying this in a gentle way for you to understand that you have to play your role too. And I honestly feel like that's talking to me too. You know, you have to play your role. And if you are talented at something, like maybe you put your cookbooks away because you don't think that you're going to attract any more customers, this is a perfect time for you to start working on ways to jazz up your recipes. If you need a food kitchen or a test kitchen or whatnot, call around and see if you can go to like a university or somewhere that has a kitchen that you can rent out so that you can do everything that you need to do. Okay? When there is a will, there is a way. If you want it bad enough, like it said, if you want it bad enough, you're going to get it. If you want to get out of this circumstance, if you want to get out of this, you have to show that you want it. Okay? So that's all the messages that I have for you, Pal 1. If this resonates, go ahead and drop a comment down below, hit that like button, hit subscribe, tell your friends about me. But above all, remember this: when life gives you lemons, always keep it zesty. Take care, dear Pal 1. I'm stammering. Talk to you later. Bye. Hello to everyone that chose Pile 2. So let's go ahead and get to your reading. So we're going to take this moonstone that you chose, if you chose that and not the deck itself. So let's go ahead and ask the universe, what do you need to know right now? Sweet universe, I thank you for this opportunity to read for Pile 2. And I pray that each message resonates and gives them the advice that they need. I pray that they find healing and encouragement. What messages do you want pile 2 to know? Sweet universe, what messages do you want pile 2 to know? Universe, what messages do you want pile 2 to know? Right there. Definitely right here. Ooh. They really want you to know something. The universe does, I mean. All right, so the first card out, we have the 8 of Wands in reverse. So I believe that there is some sort of delay here. Okay. And then we're going to figure out why this delay is here. All right, so we have the 2 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so seeing these 2 cards together, there's a choice that needs to be made, and this is why your manifestations have not kicked in yet, because you are still trying to figure out whether or not you should make some type of leap of faith. We have the Ace of Swords here. Don't worry, because I believe for some of you, the reason why you cannot figure out what you want to do is because, one, you're very scatterbrained at this time. You have a lot going on, and you don't really allow yourself time or energy to focus on anything. And I'm not trying to insult you when I say that you're scatterbrained. I just realized that y'all could see my outfit. I am a hot mess today, but look, I am at home, so anyways, so like I'm saying, like you have a lot going on right now. There's a lot of overthinking. You have a lot on your plate. That's what I meant by that. So please don't take offense to me saying that you're scatterbrained. Okay. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Pentacles. So this is interesting because this is similar to pile 1, I believe. We'll see. So if you were wondering if you should choose pile 1, you should probably take a listen to that video or that section. But this is you wanting to be comfortable. You are you're wanting that independence, but something is holding you back. So let's see what's going on here, because I know that the Ace of Swords is that aha moment. So maybe you're going to experience a moment, and sometimes whenever we have aha moments, they happen when we least expect it. You could be cooking dinner and then all of a sudden, excuse me, this retrograde, all of a sudden you're staring at the spaghetti sauce and the way it bubbles up into, you know, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is what I'm missing. And you're like, thanks, Prego. Like, I appreciate you for it. You know what I mean? Unless you actually make homemade sauce, but you get the sentiment. So, if you're trying to figure out what it is that you should do, there is going to be a moment of clarity for you. So we're going to see what this decision pertains to. Okay, so sweet universe, why are these cards here? Sweet universe, why are these cards here? I feel like I need to keep shuffling. I feel like I should do it one more time. Perfect. All right. That feels good right there. Move these up. Okay. Sweet universe, why are these cards here? Okay, so we're going to go right here. I feel like I'm right here this time. All right. I guess it don't really matter, but. All right, so we have the Six of Cups upright. All right, so for whatever reason, I kind of get the sense, I mean, and we're going to continue to see if this may pertain to love, but I'm getting the sense that this very well may be pertaining to your inner child. I feel like, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. All right, so with the Two of Swords here, there's some sort of stagnation, and I don't know if you are blinding yourself from the truth, not really wanting to see the truth for what it is, or if you are is it a possibility that you're afraid to make a choice? Let's see what's going on here. Wow, okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Make sure that's only one card. Okay, yeah. There's an imbalance. Okay, so you don't know what to do because there's some sort of imbalance going on. And so for some of you, I feel as though this is definitely disorganization of your life overall. Perhaps you are focusing on the needs of others when you should be focusing on your own personal priorities. And I'm not saying it like you're doing this on purpose, because we do have energy out there that likes to think selfishly about them and could care less about what you got going on. And so it can be extremely overwhelming, pulling yourself in all these directions to show your faithfulness, and they could care less about what it took you to get to that point to even prove that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like for some of you, you don't even realize that your choice is delaying your manifestations because you put yourself on the back burner. And you know, regardless of what type of bird it is, birds represent communication. And so, and how I'm looking at this is she's got these birds that are, you know, wrapping this blindfold or whatever, are trying to wrap this blindfold around her to blind her. And as you could, if I say if you could tell, like they're, what would you, what's the word? I mean, they're not tweeting. I don't know. I just hear a, like, you know, like screaming at her, you know, from both directions. And that's why I kind of feel like this is fear-based in a way. They hear the flapping of the wings, and you know, the saying, and maybe you don't, the squeakiest wheel gets the most oil. And so I now believe that because of this, you feel trapped. The beautiful thing about the Two of Swords, however, is you can remove that blindfold and see the situation for exactly what it is. You need to experience that moment of clarity. Okay? And as of right now, or at least with the first card, this is your current circumstances, like how you are feeling at this point. And then we have the Ace of Swords coming later, saying that you're going to finally reach that breakthrough or that aha moment, or you're going to receive that clarity, or you're going to take action towards something. So now we come over here to the Two of Pentacles. And I feel that she's trying to balance the two of these. But if you could tell, the wind is blowing quite strong. And that's why I feel as though there are circumstances that are causing you to lose your grip a little bit on your own personal foundation. And I also feel like there's just, I don't know, it's like some self-limiting beliefs here. I don't know if people are constantly having their hand out asking for money, or, you know, or maybe you're wanting to relocate because you're not receiving enough to survive off of. You're not making enough. Sorry about that. You're not making enough to live in whatever town or city that you're in. And so you're just trying to figure out, well, what can I do? Because I know that I'm not happy here. I'm not comfortable here. There's an imbalance. I can't take care of things that I need to take care of. And still, at the end of the day, you have to make that decision to, I think the main thing is making a choice. instead of overthinking the situation. And I also see these crows as you going to people and asking, what should you do? And every time they would suggest something, it doesn't feel right in your soul. And it's the reason why that is because it's not their method, is not your method. And I think you need to rely on you a little bit more. Because you have to keep in mind that some people, they're not too concerned about your circumstances. They're too busy focusing on their own. Yeah, you could come, and I'm not going to say that everybody is like this. You very well may have some very supportive individuals. And if that's the case, then sure. If they really have your best interest at heart, go ahead and hear what they have to say. But also keep in mind that not everybody's like that, okay? But above all, if you are the type to overthink, if you will ask and ask and ask, but you're not taking action on something, then that could be both, exhausting for both you and the person or persons involved, okay? So we have the Three of Cups. All right, so with the Three of Cups, this could very well pertain to a connection. Either friends, family, or this could be romantic. So let's, okay, let me see here. Let's keep going. Hold on, because I want to see what this is. Okay, hold on. So for some of you, this very well can pertain to a romantic connection. I mean, actually a connection overall. And maybe things are at a standstill because, okay, so let's just say it like this. Like, say for instance, you heard some things about your friend and you're finding out that they're not, displaying themselves as a true and dedicated friend to you. You find out that they're bad-mouthing you, or they are, flirting with your significant other, whatever the case may be. And so, you've got these naysayers coming to you with all this stuff. And, first things first, you got to ask yourself and them, if you heard my friend talking about me, why did they choose to talk to you? And then on top of that, you're coming to me. So while you're telling me what they said, I want to know what you said as well. They ain't going to tell you, but you see what I'm saying? So to be quite honest with you, I think the best thing to do is just cut off anybody in a shady situation like that. Okay, let me just go ahead and just do it like this, because I need to see what this clarification is. Why are these cards here? Because the Six of Cups is like a nostalgic moment, like when things were good, I also feel like this is also emotional give and take. And this is saying that it's time for you to reclaim your power, your independence, and surround yourself with individuals that, goodness, this is going to fall on the floor, and I'm trying not to let that happen. There we go. Surround yourself with people that actually care is what I'm feeling like that's saying. but we're going to see because I'm not for certain. All right. Maybe your friends are wanting to come to you and they are wanting a place to stay because they are down on their luck. And maybe that's something that you are kind of battling, like, should I do this? Now, you have to be careful with that because sometimes that doesn't always turn out the best, okay? Because, oh, I'm going to only be here for maybe a month, will end up being 6 months, and then all of a sudden you guys will stop being friends because they had not pulled their weight. They left you to do everything. So I would definitely exercise discernment when it comes to that. All right, so why are these cards here? All right, so we have the Page of Cups in reverse, okay? So usually this will pertain to someone who is learning more about their feelings. This could also, I always call this the childish energy. Like someone is being very immature about things. They are focusing on more or less themselves. They don't really see the situation's importance the way that they should. Everything is a big game to them. And then we have the King of Pentacles. All right, so regardless of gender here, the King of Pentacles is, you know, he's someone that he's very practical, he has compassion, he's very generous. But I feel like it's not good to cross him. So if you are dealing with someone who is needing a place to stay, but there's this immature vibe about them, I would sit down with them and set boundaries. Definitely set boundaries with this person, okay? We have the Tower card. So pertaining to the Three of Cups, something is going to unexpectedly occur. And I'm not for certain if this is going to be a negative thing or a positive thing. I just know that it is going to, I don't know, because you have that breakthrough card, you know, the clarification card, and then the Tower could very well be a moment of aha as well. Like, wow, so boom. It's, you know, a destruction of a belief system. So if this is a romantic reading and you are dating someone older or more mature, I believe that you're dealing with someone who could be on the shady side, possibly. They want what you want. And I would definitely do something about that. For some of you, I would not allow anyone to, I don't know, because the King of Pentacles, like I said, he's generous, but he's so organized, you know what I'm saying? And do you really have the time and the energy to take on another responsibility, especially if this person is not showing any promise that they are going to do what they said that they're going to do? Okay, yep, there it is right there. So the Seven of Swords here. So beware of this energy, okay? So one, If this is someone in your friends group that is talking bad about you, it's because of sheer jealousy. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's jealousy because of what you got going on. Especially if you're with someone that is taking great care of you. They're jealous of that, and they very well may try to get with that person. Hopefully. And since he's in the upright, he's not about that. He's not about that life. And I'm definitely going to say that this person is faithful. Okay. You see his trusty companion right there. He's going to put them in their place. And he's definitely going to, regardless of this gender, or the gender of this person, they're definitely going to tell you what was said. And I feel like they're gonna get in their ass big time. Like, now you know that's my girl, you know that's my man. How dare you? Or you know how dare you try to come at me on some shady shit? You know what I'm saying? I am gonna tell her. Yes, I am gonna tell him. You know, and they probably will even be right there. Like, the moment that it happens, they're gonna call you and be like, look, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna tell you this right now. Don't talk to this person because she's doing this, he's doing that. And then, you know, problem solved. You'll be able to handle the situation for what it is, you know. But if this is pertaining to whether or not you should allow someone to like move in or whatnot, I would definitely say no. I would not let this person come in. I understand that you, or if you do set the boundaries, like you have to be out at this time. Anything else, you know, I don't know where you're gonna go, but you can't stay here. You know, I do not want you to get caught up in that nonsense. Okay. I don't care how cool you are. If they are genuinely your friend, they would understand. You know, they would understand. It's not your responsibility to take care of a grown individual, okay? Especially if you have children, okay? And especially if they have children. Let's keep it real. Ain't nobody about to sit here and deal with a house full of kids. You know what I'm saying? You need your privacy too, okay? And as parents, we barely get enough us time as it is. So you got to take that into consideration too. And plus, kids are very accident prone, and you do not want to cause any unnecessary expenses because of damages to the apartment, or especially if you have a pet. Like, you don't want all these extra expenses to incur because you decided that you wanted to be generous enough to let them stay. I get landlord vibes from this as well. So I would be very, very careful. But above all, I believe that this is saying that there are things that are delayed for you because there is a circumstances that retrograde. There are circumstances that definitely need your attention. So if you are hearing rumors, like I said, coming from all angles about a particular person talking smack about you, confront them or just cut them off. You ain't got to confront them, just move on, okay? And if they come at you like, oh, I thought that we was going to do this or this or this, no, you know, and they'll know why. They gonna have to figure it out. Somebody must have told you that I was talking smack about you. You know. I also see the Seven of Swords. So going back to the inner child, I feel like some of us are dealing with imposter syndrome. Some of us are. Okay, so we have, was this upright? I can't, yes, it was upright, sorry. So we have, okay, so I must have read that wrong, or did I? Yes, no, it was upright this way, okay. So there are some delays because we are we're stuck. We don't know exactly what we want to manifest. Like I said, there's a lot of overwhelming energy, okay? And one side is saying, oh, you should do this, but another side is saying, no, you shouldn't do this. And so we have that mindset of, okay, yeah, when pigs fly. So you have to be comfortable with the idea of dreaming. Did something happen that stunted your ability to manifest? Because like I said, I do see imposter syndrome here. Excuse me. Yeah, like you're looking out the window and you know, you want to take on the world. For some of us, we have beautiful skills and talents that we could show off to the world, but we're so scared, and so we are shunning, or we're hiding ourselves and we're shutting the world out because we're afraid of rejection. And it's time to not take it so seriously. Like, God would not give you anything that is going to harm you. Your gifts are yours. Learn to adjust to them, get acquainted with them, be appreciative, and understand what, especially when it comes to like finances and things, if this is something that you're really wanting to, if you want to be a business owner, you have to crawl before you walk. You know what I mean? Like, no one, and we all have heard those speeches about each celebrity and how long it took them to get to where they are today. The same thing applies to you. If you want it bad enough, you're gonna get it. And I also believe that the universe, if the universe gave you this particular gift, whatever it very well may be, it's going to see to it that you bring it to light, but you have to make the choice to want to do it. So for some of you, you might be in an environment where you're not receiving enough support, and you are taking it upon yourself to go ahead and find like-minded individuals that are going to, you know, encourage you, support you. It doesn't necessarily have to be financial, but just, you know, support you and tell you that you are going to make a difference. And then boom, you know, that self-limiting belief is going to be shattered. You know, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull some more cards, and I want to see what else the universe wants you to know, and then we're going to wrap this up. Okay. Is there any other messages you would like Pile 2 to know? Excuse me, that was gross. Clearing my throat. Okay, so there's a bridge there. Is there any other messages that you want Pile 2 to know? Okay. Definitely right here. All right, so we have the Knight of Wands here. So I feel like with this, don't be reckless, okay? I also see this as, okay, there's two things here. With any ideas that, you know, okay, let's go back to the situationship where people are talking smack or whatever. Don't be reckless. You know, don't go over there and be a tyrant and, you know, show out. It's all about how you handle the situation. So this will definitely be a test to you or for you. because nowadays you can't have a conversation or a disagreement without someone trying to take things to the next level. So be careful with this situation, okay? And this is pertaining to anybody that is dealing with someone just trying to be shady for no apparent reason. I don't know why my nose is driving me nuts. It's itchy on the corner of my nose. But anyways, so I also see the Knight of Wands in reverse, the need to regain your momentum and your willpower to manifest, okay? We have the Hanged Man here. And so talking about the whole roommate situation, definitely look at the situation from, instead of looking at it all or nothing, if I don't help her, then, or if I don't help him, then this and this and this. No, find a common ground. Find a gray area to help you out in a circumstance. Just like if this is someone trying to get with your significant other, try to find the gray area on how you're going to handle this. Naturally, we want to go after the person and be like, oh, well, I'm going to go after you and I'm going to go after, no. Honor the fact that this person is going to tell you. Look at that for what it is, okay? But above all, I feel like, and even with you having trouble manifesting what you want, stop looking at it like, well, if I don't do this, I'm never going to amount to anything, or I'm going to be poor for the rest of it. Well, no, take baby steps. What can you do, you know, to get out of this situation, to become, you know, independent, to become that YouTuber, to become that travel planner, you know, all, like, what can you do, you know? And don't necessarily stop always relying on the universe, because we have to play a role too, okay? So we have the Ace of Wands here. This is definitely abundance coming in. This is I get third eye vibes from this. So in a situation pertaining to, you know, what you could do to basically overall all situations, whether it's the sneaky friend or someone wanting you to move them in. And I don't even know why I was thinking that, but I think for some of you, you very well may be dealing with that situation right now. And if it's not a moving situation, perhaps they're asking you for a large lump sum of money and you're like, I don't know. Allow yourself time and, you know, to really think this through, and allow your third eye, if it's activated, or your intuition, if you will, to give you the guidance. Because a lot of times, we give the best advice. So also a friendly reminder. So if someone is asking you for a large lump sum of money, don't go to anybody else that could go back to that person and then add their 2 cents onto something that you may not say. You know what I'm saying? Like, overall, just keep it amongst you and the person involved. Try to figure it out with them, or just sit on it. Okay. And then we have, which I didn't mean to do, but we're going to give that as a bonus card. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel with this, with the imposter syndrome, I believe that until you are able to do the necessary work, some of you have some childhood healing that needs to be done before you can really step out there and show the world what you're truly made of. Stop putting it off. Stop putting your healing off. Okay. And then we have the Four of Cups in reverse. if you do, I'm gonna say it like this. I feel like this is a gentle nudge and warning that there's going to be some missed opportunities if you allow the shadow aspects to continue. So I know there's a lot of us out here that is going through some things, but there's, especially with the shady energy, you definitely want to be calm, cool, and collective so that you will be able to gain the clarity that you need to make the right decision, okay? Don't do anything that you're going to regret. Look at the situation as a whole. Don't choose sides. See everything for what it is, okay? If you are dealing with someone that gets upset because you won't give them a large lump sum of money or whatnot, and they go back and talk smack, then hey, you got your answer. They didn't deserve that anyways. You see what I'm saying? So I think the takeaway right now is to exercise discernment and allow your intuition to guide you. At this point in time, I would not suggest you ask anybody anything pertaining to your current circumstances, because I think that right now, now is the time for you to start making that choice for you, especially if you're making choices because someone said that that's what you should do, because you don't truly know if that's what they would really do or not, right? So that's all that I have for you. If this message resonates, go ahead and hit that like button, because that's definitely going to help my little channel. Drop a comment down below, hit subscribe, and tell your friends about me. Above all, sweet, sweet pile 2. Remember this: when life gives you lemons, always keep it zesty. Take care, pile 2. Bye. Hello, everyone that chose pile 3. How are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by Zesty Tarot. If you chose the fluoride, is that how you say it? Anyways, thank you for choosing this one. And we're also using the Gilded Tarot Royale. So let's see what messages the universe wants you to know. Okay. Sweet universe, thank you so much for this opportunity for me to read for pile 3, like I have for all the other piles. I pray that they find healing or some sort of clarification, confirmation, healing, whatever the case may be. Encouragement, anything. The question is, what do they need to know? What messages do you have for pile 3? What messages do you have for pile 3? Messages do you have for pile 3? All right. There. Okay. First card out, we have the Knight of Swords. So when I see this, someone is very determined to accomplish a task. But I do want to warn you to make sure that you take the time to plan ahead so that you do not have to worry about any unnecessary bumps in the road, okay? This is definitely not the time to wing anything, all right? Well, I don't know why I feel the need to say that. We'll see. Oh, yeah, okay. This is not the time to wing anything. So we have the Five of Pentacles here. So I believe that if you were to recklessly pursue something without thinking things through, you are going to be impacted financially, and that is something that you do not want to do, okay? And you definitely don't want to be in a circumstance where you have to rely on other individuals to help you, especially if you are surrounded by toxic individuals that fake love you. Okay, so we have the Sun card here. That's a relief. Okay, so I believe that the universe is going to guide you on the path that you're supposed to be on. I know you're ready to go. But you just need to just kind of, like I said, take the time to really do some planning, some researching before you just jump headfirst into, you know, some situation here. And there's no guarantee that this horse is going to safely leap on the other side, okay? There's no guarantee. That doesn't even look promising, you know. So I would just be careful. At the bottom of the deck we have the King of Cups. So emotionally, I believe that this is saying to get your emotions in check. I kind of feel like some of you are rushing because of an uncomfortable, unsettling feeling at this time. Right now you feel vulnerable. You very well may be feeling, oh, I can't stand these darn fruit flies. You very well might be feeling left out in the cold, trying to make ends meet yourself, but now is the time for you to just be calm, cool, and collected. It's all about how you react to certain situations. All three piles have has the message of focusing on how you react to a circumstance, okay? But the universe is promising you that you are going to get out of this situation, okay? So let's not waste no time. Well, before I move on, I did see the Lover's card right here. So this could be pertaining to a decision, or, you know, if you should go about something. We all know that the Lover's card definitely represents the divine, yes. But like I said, with that Knight of Swords, you want to gather all the information and do your research before you just take off. Some of you could be dealing with a young individual, I would say between the ages of 18 to 30, 35 possibly. Could possibly be an air sign. Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. But above all, I believe that the message here is just to take your time. Don't rush. Like, you could be protected head to toe, but this poor horse is not protected, you know? So. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. All right, so first card out to answer the next question is the Hierophant. All right, so with the Hierophant, I believe that there is a challenge of faith here. Let's see. Yeah, this is a challenge of faith. And you're wondering if the universe is really going to have your back the way that you hear about. Honestly, it's up to you. The universe definitely wants to help you, but you have to be hopeful. And I know, trust me, I get it. I'm so sick and tired of hearing that myself, but it is so true, because if you don't have hope, then that little bit of fire that you have, you know, it's going to burn out. You got to have some type of drive. You got to have some type of navigation of some sort, and know and trust that that drive is not going to end up in your detriment. I feel like this is also like past energy. Like, don't go back to, because you see how he's going backwards. Because you're in panic mode, don't go back to your comfort zone because you believe that that's the best way to be, being reckless and things like that. You have moved on from that, and you are taking time to think things through a little more, rather than just jump head first because you feel like, well, this is the only way that I'm going to be able to get something that's really itching my nose. This is driving me nuts. That's the only way that you're going to get true answers. That's not necessarily the case. You know what I mean? If you need to speak to someone about it, perhaps you have a religious leader that you look up to. Speak to them. For some of you, I feel as though when it comes to religious leaders, maybe you are having trouble finding a organization that you can thoroughly trust, because let's be honest, and I'm not knocking anyone's faith here, but some institutions, if you will, get a bad rap because of the members. And so if you are, you know, feeling like you are spiraling out of control, or you want to run back to the past or whatnot, and you're trying to prevent yourself from doing that, and you can't trust an institution because of the way that they operate. Maybe you're extremely empathic and you're like, you know, I can kind of sense that you guys aren't as genuine as you make it out to be. That's okay. I think the takeaway here is to understand that God is everywhere. That's if you believe in God. God is everywhere. Okay? And sometimes all it takes is for you just to sit down and meditate, breathe a little bit, and clear your mind in order for you to hear the guidance. Okay? So with the Six of Swords here, this is saying that you are going to move from the storm. That the things that you're going through right now, you are in a transition right now. Yes, you are going through a transition. And the takeaway is to take what you've learned. Okay? Maybe you have experienced people showing you their true colors. People not wanting to support you when you're down in the dumps and you feel like they're kicking you further down. When you transition onto something better, keep that with you. You know, don't hold on to a grudge, but that discernment, you would not allow yourself to be treated like that no more, right? Oops. So we have judgment here. Yeah, so with that being said, forgiveness. Forgive those that have done you wrong, okay? I also feel that you're going to receive some sort of revelation. So I'm starting to see here, do not lean on your own personal understanding. That's what I'm getting. I'm not trying to be biblical, but seriously, like, this is saying, like, right now you are panicking, and now is the time for you to really trust the universe, your spirit guides. Look, if people in the flesh are not showing you any type of stability where you need it the most, it's time for you to start going within, okay? Also, with the King of Cups here, utilizing your intuition. It's not just a feminine thing. Men can use their intuition as well. So it's not all about gender. But what I do know is that he has control over his emotions. Almost to the point to where it could be a little scary, because sometimes people may mistake them as being emotionless. But the vibe that I'm getting here is, don't let people see you sweat, okay? You might be panicking right now, but now is the time to start planning, because you are on your way to something better. Don't let them see you sweat, okay? That's what I feel like that's saying. Judgment is going to fall upon those that were deliberately trying to hinder you. And I'm not wishing no ill will upon nobody. That's not what this is about. I will never do that, okay? But what I will say is that the universe don't play about his people. Their people, okay? Your ancestors don't play, okay? You are divinely protected. And I also want to say that don't make a move until you get that gut feeling. I'm not talking about the feeling of panic. You're going to know something in you, whether it's signs and synchronicities, whatever the case may be, something within you is going to be like, it's time to go. And you're going to go. Everything is going to be set up for you. Because with the judgment, I feel like this is the universe blowing the trumpet and awakening everything that you tried to resurrect. And I don't even feel like this is a resurrection. I kind of feel like this is dormant situations that, well, you perceived as dormant. But these, to me, the people, if you will, could represent manifestations. So hypothetically, you're wanting to move, okay? And you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and just go. I don't care. And it's like, well, if you do that, then you're gonna miss out on this opportunity, because I have everything set for you. I have people that's getting ready to call you to let you know, hey, this apartment that you're waiting on is ready for you. Or, hey, this job offer, I would like to give this to you. Would you still like it? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm feeling. So don't jump the gun. And don't let anybody see you sweat while you're going through this transition. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Two of Pentacles. And it's still the same energy that I see. Because, okay, so with that rainbow, I feel like that's God's promise that you're going to be taken care of. So I feel like you should do what you got to do. Okay, do what you gotta do and do what you can do at the end of the day. Nobody's methods are perfect. There is not a flawless approach about how to live life. But just know that the universe has your back. When I see that rainbow, that's what I think. And the storm. You're currently in the storm right now, doing what you can with what you got. And be grateful at this point in time too. I know people get sick and tired of hearing that. Hell, sometimes I get sick and tired of hearing it too. But as you can see, let me pull this back up. As you can see, he's on solid ground. You know, the crashing waves cannot engulf him. And I also believe that in the midst of chaos, he made a choice to react differently. To handle, you know, to basically be in control of his own circumstances while this ship is on the way. Yep. All right. What other messages do you have for pile 3? And that's interesting too, because, hold up, let me see. Okay, I thought there was like a bunch of, I mean there is, you have the Sun, you have Judgment, you have the Hierophant. Yeah. Stay optimistic as best as you can. We all have moments where we could take little breaks from overthinking, and you see what I'm saying? Like, that's the test. And always look at it like this: regardless of how nasty that storm is, once you cross over, you're gonna be like, wow, I didn't think I was gonna make it, but I did. I did. And you should be very proud of yourself. Even right now, you're holding it down. You are holding it down. I feel like all 3 piles needed to hear that. Everyone, it seems as though everyone is kind of going through their own personal journey, and I don't know, it just feels like right now, now is the time to just not give up. Now is the time to really trust the universe more than ever. Because I believe that there's something on the way. There's definitely something on the way. All right. Right there. Oh, I hate when I bend my cards. So heavy-handed. I hate that. While they're beautiful cards, they are a little flimsy. So, I guess. All right, so at the bottom of the deck here, we have the World card. So, success is on the way. That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. You are going to achieve the unthinkable. You're going to survive this. I love to see it. I love to see it. All right, look at that. So we have the Ace, sorry for the glare. We have the Ace of Wands here. Okay, so something within you, okay, is going to ignite that flame within you. This drive, okay, this confidence, all right, this is all going to emerge for you. This is moving forward. You're going to be able to move forward, all right? The universe is going to guide you. So please let it guide you, all right? And trust that it will not steer you wrong, all right? There's confidence, there's passion here that is going to emerge for you. We have the Two of Wands. So while you're going through this transition, all right, I feel like these swords here, like I said, whatever you have gone through in the past, take those as learning lessons, or just remember where you came from, okay? And I believe that that's definitely going to help you on your journey. Should I go left? Should I go right? I feel like it doesn't really matter, just as long as you do not forget what it took for you to get over to this side, okay? And I feel with the buck being in the center of this, I honestly, I just think that you're going to be fine. Like, should I, shouldn't I? It won't matter. It will not matter, because you're going to have protection, okay? I also feel as though, how can I put this? Yeah, I just feel like whatever path you go on, as long as you have those lessons from before, you won't have to worry about being consumed in the dark anymore. Because you're going to know exactly. And the fact that, to me, you see the clouds, like, I feel like this is you finally reaching shore. And you're like, oh, now what should I do? This is new opportunities now. So honestly, this is go time. This is brand new territory. And that's how you should look at it. So for some of you, if you're wanting to relocate, you know, take in the beauty of everything. Don't focus on anything just yet. Just take in this moment. Organize your thoughts, okay? Get some more information, explore a little bit, build up some more passion. See what you're working with. We have the Queen of Swords here, regardless of gender. Despite everything that you've been through, continue to treat people that you believe deserve it with kindness, okay? But continue to utilize your intuition and cut through any necessary nonsense. But I love the fact that she's surrounded by doves. This is a woman of resilience here. Okay? And she has a testimony. And then she doesn't really look so, I mean, she's not smiling. I mean, that's cool. She usually doesn't. But most individual would be scared of her. It's like, why don't she smile? Well, she smiles when she feels like she needs to. Okay, it's not like she's unhappy. She just knows how the world works. And I feel like that's the takeaway. You now know how the world works. At one point in your life, you started out as this knight. Okay? You had no clue of what was going on. Very spontaneous, impulsive, and life had to take you through it in order for you to really appreciate your true power and to truly understand what the universe is divinely about. You survived a lot of things. You're going to survive a lot of things. And because of this, we have the World card. This is a beautiful thing here. You really went through it. And I feel that. And this is not to say that you're going to be miserable or anything like that. It's like, well, I learned my lessons. I got beat up and da 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 da. But no, you're going to be able to handle it now. You're definitely going to be able to handle things a lot better than before. I feel like I need to pull some more cards for you, and then we're going to close this reading out. Yeah, so I just feel like there's a lot of you that are exhausted. You are exhausted from running around aimlessly trying to find your way. But the universe is saying to please just give me the opportunity to show you what you are capable of so that I can transform you, so that you can become a force to be reckoned with. Because right now you have individuals that just don't think that you are good enough. They don't think that you're going to amount to anything. Well, it's time to prove them wrong by you focusing on yourself and making it look good. So look at that. We have the Knight of Wands. And so I feel like this is you. Once you have acknowledged the fact that the universe has promised to take care of you and to guide you just as long as you allow yourself to be open to the universe's promptings, you're going to confidently pursue your passions and navigate the world in a whole different way. I feel like the message here is the same thing that I said on one of the other piles. I can't remember. But while you're making a choice, it doesn't matter where you go. The takeaway is, do you have enough drive to get to where you want to go? So if you're wanting to become a business owner, how bad do you want it? Are you going to drive there or are you going to sit there? Woulda, coulda, shoulda, sat in the car and didn't go any damn where. Okay? So it's all about how you handle that. Regardless if it's right or left, if you decide to pummel through, you're going to get there. I also feel like that's the card of free will as well. You have a choice. You can sit there or you can pursue your dreams or whatever it is that you're wanting to accomplish. It's all up to you. Look at this. So you go from the Queen of Swords to the Empress. That is such a beautiful transformation here. It does not matter what your gender is. You're utilizing that compassion. You now will transmute all of the rage that you might have had before, the frustrations that you might have had towards people because they didn't show you kindness. You will have a different understanding for those that may face similar situations as you. So I kind of feel like the only reason, I mean, it sucks to say this, but sometimes the universe will allow you to go through certain things so that you can awaken to your true potential. This is bigger than you. This is bigger than me. You're a hero to a lot of individuals and you don't even know it. And I say allow the universe to use you to create, to give birth, to nourish. Okay? And then at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Page of Swords here. Don't be afraid. I feel like that's what that's saying. Don't be afraid. Okay? Don't let fear get in the way. And if you are afraid, like I said, don't let them see you sweat. You look at them and you're like, you could challenge me all you want to, but I'm not backing down. You tell me that I'm not good enough, that's cool. I'm not gonna let you watch me cry. I'm not gonna cry in front of you. I'm just gonna look dead in your eyes and I'm gonna tell you, watch me. Okay? That's what needs to happen. When they want to try to kick you down, you plant them feet firmly on the ground. I'm not even trying to rhyme, I promise. But the universe got you. Okay? The universe has you. Whatever situation that you're going through right now, I know that it is exhausting. And you're waiting for it to end. You are almost there. Okay? Just take the time to just pause. Stop overthinking. Stop asking everyone what you should do. Just pause and let the universe within you guide you. Okay? You got this. So if this message resonates, go ahead and drop a comment down below. Hit that like button because it will help my channel. Subscribe. Tell your friends about me, y'all. And most importantly, remember this, Pal 3. When life gives you lemons, always keep it zesty. Don't forget what I said, okay? You guys got this. Take care. Bye.